Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit more Autodidact up in this piece, and enough from their fractured Quartz. Yeah, this be a double IPA with Rawaka, Nelson, and Nectaron hops, coming in at a whopping 8.1%. It's double IPA range. Canon date of 5/19. Today is June 11th, so we're talking about 3 weeks. And this beer comes courtesy of my boy Vin. Vinny, we hooked up at Log Jamming down in Philly, hung out for a bulk of the day when I wasn't just running off on my own, meandering. And he was like, hey man, I can bring a couple Autodidact beers if you have room. And I went, do I have room? Do I have room? So here we are. Label-wise, that's cool. I always love Autodidact's label. This kind of looks like the, it really looks like the Superman chamber, from the first, is it the first Superman? Right? God, it's been so long since I watched those. The OG Supermans, you know, his chamber where he could, like, lose his power. No, he builds it a couple different kinds. I don't remember. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So it kind of looks like that with the Autodidact logo. And as far as double IPAs go, I mean, it's pretty much what you look for when it comes to a new school hazy double IPA. Pinky finger, infinitely fluffy, creamy head, and that orange core with that little bit of glowing edge to it. Doesn't come off as super turbid, butternut squash, spoon stick straight up in it kind of vibes, but it definitely looks the part of a rich, big, hazy double IPA. It's good nose. Man. It is very much citrus forward here. I think you're getting a decent amount of pineapple. I think you're getting a little bit of like passion fruity mango kind of thing going on, but it's very much kind of citrus for me. And it doesn't skirt straight down into like orange. It's very much on the fringes, blood orange, kumquatty, kind of grapefruity kind of stuff like that. Very punchy, I was going to use the word light, and I think that's the wrong term. Spritzy. Again, I keep wanting to use the word light here, but I think it's not going to be a hefty beer. Again, we talked about the look. It doesn't look like super turbid, but it smells almost like double IPA summer in glass. The best way I could put it. So you get those heavy citrus leaning, pineapple, a touch of tropical fruit kind of vibes to it. Not a big green or precursor to a big bittering on this sucker. Although I think you're going to get something there, especially since you're dealing with Rawaka and like some southern hemisphere hops. It smells like a beer that might be super dangerous. Like you can chug it real fast at 8%. Only one way to find out. Cheers. I don't know why I'm not speaking up. I'm talking in a much lower voice than normal. Yeah, that's Danger Will Robinson. Yeah, it's really nice mouthfeel to it, light. It's not fluffy, it just has this lightness. Again, it's double IPA, summery in a glass. On the bittering side of things, pretty much utilitarian. If we're going to talk about anything, it's going to be a generic kind of hop green, but very, very light here. But really, start of the show is the fruit juiciness here. And again, it comes off as more like a citrus Asian soda, like a Japanese soda. Like, if you ever have, like, go to a real, like, Japanese restaurant, at least the ones I've been to in a very decent past, I stopped drinking soda quite a bit ago, but you used to get these kind of mango, melon, kind of citrus kind of sodas. That's the way the citrus kind of comes off to me on this. It has this kind of lightness and brightness, a little bit of that carbonation doing its work to make you think of those kind of soda-y vibes. That is 1000% ultra dangerous. You kind of know you're drinking a double IPA. Like, I'm not going to sit here and get on my soapbox about, it's drinking like a 6%. It's not so much as that. It's just everything here is effervescent and lighter. The mouthfeel isn't super turbid. The flavor profile on the citrus side of things is very, very light and spritzy, a la that kind of Japanese kind of citrus soda. And it just has this inherent drinkability to it, which is very, very hard to capture at this ABV level when it's drinking close to its ABV level. It's a weird thing because I kind of want to knock this beer for being super drinkable because it's absolutely 100% dangerous, but it's very, very tasty. And let's put it this way, or let's talk about this rather than put it this way. You know, when you get in that super turbidity, when you get in that real dense, just hop saturated craziness, you can hide some flaws, man. You really, really can. A beer can be less than stellar. Stuff is sideways in this beer. I think it would show out like a sore thumb because of how effervescent and light this beer is. I think if there was a negative to this beer, if there was a hop creepy diacetyl thing, if there was DMS, if there was something off about this beer, I think it shows through without any trouble. That goes to the testament of what Autodidact Brewing. I've had some other beers that have been misses, especially stuff that wants to get about a month in the can. Maybe it's a negative oxygen thing. Maybe it's we've been brewing a beer a bit longer kind of thing. But this is hyper technical stuff that works really, really well. And like I said, my biggest issue with it is that it drinks like a double IPA, but it's so drinkable that it could be dangerous if you had a 4-pack in your hands. Let's put it this way. Now I know why Vin gave you one. Probably because it's very dangerous for him too. So, that's all I got, man. Is it one of the better double IPAs as of late? Yes, without a doubt. Now, Rushmore status, just on the outside looking in. Worthy. There's just ones 4 I'd put in front of it. It's a very tough road to hoe. Value and availability, Autodidact double IPA. I'm assuming this is running right around $20 a 4-pack, maybe $1 or so less. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like what I said, no shit Sherlock, but if you like your double IPAs to have a bit more drinkability to them, but at the same time drink at their ABV level and have this kind of summery citrus cool thing in a glass, or if you know anything about those kind of citrus melony kind of sodas that I was talking about, and you want to have that beer experience, beer form experience, something along that line, this is your jam. There you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive, podcasting stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Autodidact right now. Hopefully see you next time. And if you had this, down below, let's talk about it. Cheers.